Hi, it's Kathy Kress again, and I am back doing my Geriatric Care 1 channel, and we are doing starting a geriatric care management business, and we are on number 8. And you will see this, you've seen it if you watch former episodes. I have a black and blue arm, and then I have a cast, and now I have a brace. I did break my wrist. So what we're going to talk about today is how do you find out about your competition before you start a geriatric care or any business. And what you do is something called a competition survey. And I highly advise this for anybody that just is thinking about starting a geriatric care management business. And what you are doing is something called a secret shopper. And all businesses do this. And you are basically talking to your competition anonymously. You are actually making up that you don't call. You get someone who has a dramatic flair, who can use the telephone well, and can ask a series of questions. And actually in the Handbook of Geriatric Care Management, there's a wonderful chapter by Marilee Orsini, and in that chapter is a whole script for this. So Marilee has given it to you. And so what you do is you call people who are likely to be your competition, and number 1 would be a geriatric care management manager in the area. So say you're in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Well, you're going to call all around the zip codes of Atlantic City, New Jersey. And you can just go to the Geriatric Care Management website and put in the zip code of where you want to open a business, and you'll find all your competition around there. A list of. And home health agencies often say they're going to offer geriatric care management, so you put those on the list. And then you use a script. It's already in here, but you can make up your own. I've done many of them for other people. And what you're trying to find out are basically, why would a customer choose you and over your competition? So what you're going to find out is price. What do they charge per hour for a care manager? What products do they have? Do they just have geriatric care management, or do they have things like transitions to go home from the hospital, or do they have home care? What are their fees for all of these services? And then basically you can also ask, you can evaluate what their customer service is like. I do that all the time. Do they answer the phone in 3 rings? If they don't, you could call somebody else, and that teaches you to answer your phone in 3 rings. And was it warm? And then in putting it all together, you analyze, what will the customer do to choose me? Will I have a little bit lower price? Will I answer the phone in 3 rings? Will I have more services than my competition? What will I have? And that's what you need to do for a competition survey. You also need a sales plan, and basically that, I do these a lot, and what you want to know there is what makes the customer say yes. And your customer, you think of them as your client, but they are your customer. And so why will they delegate to you? Why will they pay $150 for your services? And if it's a dysfunctional family, what you're going to do is say, I've worked with families like aging families, dysfunctional families for 5 years. Don't say you'll do it unless you have, because these are tough families. And I have solved issues around this so that the older person gets what they want. Usually it's the family that wants what they want. Older people, what do they want? They want to stay at home. And so your sales plan, gives the tagline and what you're going to be able to say about that. And sales plan, again, it's in Handbook of Geriatric Care Management, which is going to come out in the 4th edition. Not for a year and a half, but it will be updated. But right now the sales plan is in here. So I will see you next time. And check out my website, kathykress.com. I blog along with this, and I will see you in episode 9.